I've been asking members today about the news concerning Iran and the U.S. sending 1,000 additional troops to the Middle East. Do you think that's a good move right now to send those additional troops?
I think I'm going to, in this one, obviously trust the president, the commander-in-chief, and the people that he commands to analyze appropriately the threats in the region. I think that to this point, Iran has responded appropriately to shows of strength. Oftentimes, if you show strength, you don't need to use strength, obviously, and that would be the purpose. To me, it seems like a prudent move, given what intelligence agencies might know that some of us might not.
Are you concerned that the escalating tensions in that region could lead to an actual war with Iran?
Well, I think the thing you always have to worry about in these circumstances is some miscalculation of your adversary's movements. But that said, it'd be a far worse miscalculation to not be prepared for somebody else's aggression. Iran is making moves that are concerning to the United States. The United States has to respond appropriately and accordingly. And if tensions escalate to the point where there's an aggressive or a military response, it won't be the United States miscalculating.
And do you think Congress needs to get involved at some point in terms of the White House coming to Congress and getting approval, and then Congress actually authorizing?
Well, it depends on what happens. It depends on what the goal is. For a declaration of war, at some point that's required under our Constitution. But we're not talking about war right now. We're talking about avoiding or preventing war. I think it's really important that the White House keep Congress well informed, particularly the committees that have appropriate jurisdiction over things like foreign relations and intelligence as well as military. So, no, I don't think they have to come to us to send troops or to redeploy assets in the region. I just hope they're successful at avoiding the need for an eventual congressional action.
Do you support the president's decision to send additional troops, 1,000, to the Middle East to deal with?
I'm going to have to review what the president's decided to do carefully before I make a decision on that.
What's your assessment of the situation with Iran, the escalating
I
tensions
intend to get
in
a
the
full
region?
briefing of what's happened, and it's a dangerous setting. The president needs to act carefully and firmly, and I'll not be making comments about it until I get a full briefing on it.
Thank you
What
very
about the
much.
handling of Iran? Are you any concerned with the handling of Iran right now?
Yeah, I think they're trying to goad us into a military conflict that's completely irresponsible. Thank you.